So one thing here I'll talk about is first like the permission stuff. The bypass permission might seem a little bit like scary, but as long as you're not prompting it stupid like, oh, delete everything on my computer, you're fine. Like it usually what happens is like it needs to write some stuff in whatever directory you open Claude Code in, right? So if you open Claude Code in your like code base, it needs to be able to write to your files inside or create markdowns where it's like planning stuff that it needs to like actually write down because it can't just store all of this in its own memory. And then it also needs to like control your browser on your computer, because a lot of times if it needs to make a more in-depth search, like for example, for me, I have a content workflow where I needed to upload videos for me directly, and TikTok does not, for example, provide API. So I have to actually let it open TikTok for me, log in, and like upload the video. So that's why you need to give your agent permission to do stuff on your computer. And like I've been doing this for, I don't know, like a year now, never had any problems of like removing everything on my computer or anything like that. So I think it's okay. Like you don't have to worry too much about that. And the second thing here I want to talk about, are you downloading it right now? Yeah, if you click the top right, like the extension icon right beside your M, like your profile icon. Yeah, right there. Yeah, pin the Claude. Yeah, just pin it and then open it. I think you might have to log in from here as well. Okay, before we start this, I just want to explain there is multiple ways how an agent can control your browser. So one way is like this right here. This is like Claude's official like a Chrome extension. So you see on top there's like a grouping, like it's literally indicated this is the Claude's tab. So what this means is just Claude can control this tab. You can also control it, but Claude is able to control it. Another popular way is by using something called Playwright. So if you just Google Playwright real quick, so I can tell you, I think this is like, a lot of times we just use Playwright. So I think it's good for you to know this. Yeah, so Playwright is like a coding tool that people used to use a lot for like, let's say testing. Let's say if I build something on the front end, I need to like test like the UI, right? So I need to like actually open the browser inside of my pipeline. Then this would be like a tool that people would use to open browser testing, or when you're web scraping. So yeah, this tool is very fast and lightweight, and it can also open your browser without you seeing it. So that's called headless. So remember this word headless, because sometimes your agent will like mention it. So what headless just means it's opening your browser in the background. So like you can't see it with your own eyes, but the agent can see it. Yeah, so this is like a very popular way for agents to control browsers. And yeah, so it's basically these two ways. Is either it uses it like a headless, like without you seeing it, or it controls your actual browser. So yeah, just good to know this. All right, so you can close this and then go back to your Claude. So say I now installed the Chrome extension. If you're a business owner or someone who works at a company and you're not as efficient as you'd like, I'd like to help. I'm live every Sunday on YouTube and Twitch at this time below, answering all your questions about AI and content. So come by and we'll figure out how to help you best, where you should start. And if you want more personalized help, I also have a private community you can join where I host weekly calls, whichever one you want. So I hope to see you there next Sunday and we'll figure out how to help you.